What's up, everybody? All right, in this video, I'm going to be covering how not to be a simp, all right, with women, especially on a first date, right? One mistake that a lot of guys make who are in relationships or who are single and just dating, right, is when they go on a first date, they go with this mindset, right? Guys, I'm talking about you guys. Go with this mindset to impress the female, to impress the girl, right? You don't want to do that, right? You want her to impress you. Now, that doesn't mean that you go on a first date or really anywhere in life dressed like a slob, looking disgusting, blobs of fat hanging out of your belly. You haven't shaved, you haven't, trimmed up your beard at least, you haven't gotten a haircut, your breath stinks, you got like all kinds of food all up stuck in your teeth. You don't want to look like that. You don't want to smell like shit, obviously, right? You don't want to smell like you just freaking ate 5, 10 bean burritos, all right? So, but you don't want to present well just to impress her. You should be on, if you really want to succeed with women, right? You got to have some self-respect first, all right, guys? And this is what I teach you. I'm not saying this to bash anybody or insult any of you guys or make fun of you any of you guys, right? I'm saying this as the truth, right? You need self-respect. Once you have some more self-respect, women will respect you and they will be seeking your approval, not you running and seeking their approval. Self-respect means taking care of yourself physically, working out, watching your diet, right? Not making excuses. All right. I'm in the United States of America, fortunately. I'm not in a third world country where we don't have things available to us. If you're like myself in a Western country, there's everything and anything that's humanly possible available to you. So there's always an excuse a lot of you guys make. Oh, I can't afford to eat healthy. Well, guess what? I can't either. This is why I just buy rotisserie chickens and freaking frozen broccoli and frozen sweet potatoes. And I eat that majority of the time. So again, if you really want to improve yourself and build your self-respect, meaning look better, which is going to help your self-esteem, it takes discipline and it takes actual work and sacrificing things like not stuffing your face with Doritos and freaking cheese pizzas from some stupid Italian place. All right. So again, the first thing is working on self-respect. All right. Then when it comes to going on a first date, so let's bypass approaching, let's bypass the conversation and how to pull and things like that. Let's say we got you on a first date. All right. So now you're on a first date. You're going into the first date with a mentality. If you coach with me, going in with the mentality of that, this is just another girl and I want to see what she's about, right? Will she meet my standards, right? And your standards don't have to be some astronomical standards where she's got to be, a doctor and have freaking fake boobs and nice lips. Your standards could be your standards. Your standards could just be whatever you're attracted to, right? People are attracted to different things, different types. Some guys do like more thicker women. They just more attracted to thicker women. Some guys are attracted to more petite women. Some guys are attracted to Asian women. Some guys, I'm not attracted to Asian women. I see a lot of guys that are. I'm attracted to Latinas. I do like white chicks as well. I like Middle Eastern chicks. So I have different types of women I'm attracted to compared to what you may be attracted to. So again, is she meeting your standards for what you find is attractive and what you're looking for in a partner? All right. So you're going into a date with that mindset, right? Again, not going to the date, oh, I want to make sure like I'm this way or that way and I want to make sure she's going to like me. No. You should be liking her. You should be getting to know her and liking her. All right. So you set up the first date, juice bar, acai bowl place, coffee's okay, drinks, cocktails, something cheap, like maybe a glass of wine, something like that's perfectly okay. Going for a walk out in the city, downtown area and, grabbing, if you're in New York City is a good example, maybe going for a walk and grabbing like one of these smoothies from one of the carts out there in the city in Manhattan, right? So something like that is perfectly okay. Grabbing some ice cream, perfectly okay. All right. You're not putting down too much money because when you're coaching with me, we're setting up multiple dates, right? Again, we're picking we have standards we've set in place, we have expectations we've set in place, and we need to meet women who are within those expectations. All right. So can't be spending too much money on dates, on first dates, especially first dates. All right. So that's the first thing, right? Go into the date, meet up, something cheap, something, casual, right? Where you could get to know her. All right. So now what I call this is the qualifier, right? When you meet her, right? On the first date, right? A lot of coaches say interviewing is no good. You want to add a little bit of interviewing. You want to be a little bit smug, okay? Because we're not putting women in control anymore here in Desi Dating Coach, all right? I teach you guys to really, again, have her impress you. So some questioning is okay and some judgment is okay, right? Because you want to see if she meets your standards, again, your expectations, right? So again, a little bit of interviewing style is okay, not too much. You also want to bring out the best side of you, right? Whatever that may be. We don't want to be fake, but we also want to be, we don't want to be completely, complete doofus either, right? So we want to bring the best side of you, right? And then when you go on a first date, right, you don't want to just shower her with compliments, right? One little compliment here or there is fine, like, oh, I like your dress. You look really pretty in that dress, right? So you want to have sly ways of complimenting her, right? You don't want to just outright say, oh, wow, you're gorgeous. I'm ready to get on my knees and kiss your feet, okay? You don't want to do shit like that, okay? That's cheap, and it gives off a needy vibe, right? Again, compliment something she's wearing and suit it that she looks good in that. You could compliment her energy, her vibe, things like that. All right. And then you kind of want to bring in stuff like, you were kind of worried that she was not going to be, one of these girls that doesn't dress nice or something like that. You could bring in as well. All right. Why you do this? It's because you want her to pass your tests. Okay, you're testing her, you're interviewing her in a way, okay? So that word interview is not a bad word, okay? You are seeing if she's living up to your expectations, all right? So in her mind, now she's seeking your validation. You've flipped the script. She's seeking your validation at this point. And more likely than not, if she's already going on a date with you, she's at home preparing herself before the date to impress you. So you want to feed off that. You want to further feed off of that. All right. Next thing you want to do is challenge her. All right. So when you guys are talking, you're going to have similarities and then you're going to have things that you don't have in common, right? You're going to be talking about yourselves a little bit. And let's say, for example, she says, I love pineapple on pizza. If you don't like pineapple on pizza, don't agree to that shit. All right. Don't say, yeah, me too. Say something like, oh, no, I thought you were cool. We might have to end this thing right now. And say it in a joking way, like, I'm just kidding, I'm just messing with you. I'm not a fan of pineapple on pizza, but I guess I could let it go. Something like that, right? So she feels as though she's kind of a little bit weird, right? You want her to feel a little bit weird. These are all feelings that you want her to go through, right? And the end result is you're in charge and she's seeking your validation, right? You may like her. You may think she's gorgeous, right? But if you're constantly seeking, agreeing with her, and if you don't like pineapple on pizza, and now you're saying, oh yeah, I love pineapple on pizza, you're just agreeing with everything she's saying, and she's used to that, especially if she's a 10, if she's a 9.5. She's used to that, right? You want to be that guy who is yourself. You don't like pineapple on pizza? You're going to let her know you don't like pineapple on pizza, right? This shows sternness, and women want this in a man, right? It shows later on that, okay, this guy has character. This guy has a set of balls. He's not just going to go with whatever I say because I could be wrong, I could be weird, I could be stupid, right? And again, it's this playful banter too. You want to joke about it. You don't want to be a dictator about it. You don't want to be like Saddam Hussein or fucking Hugo Chavez or, whoever about the whole thing, right? Next thing you want to do is you want to withdraw a little bit, right? So when you're on the first date, one mistake a lot of guys make is they're too invested right? You want to show a little bit of arrogance. You want to show a little bit of nonchalant, right? Like she's okay for you, right? You want to kind of give off that impression, like she's okay. She's not, uh, a Miss America here, right? So it's just managing your emotions. You don't have to express again that, oh, you're gorgeous, you're beautiful. You may really like her. You may think she's the hottest thing you've ever seen, but you want to hold back a little bit, right? Be a little bit smug, right? Be a little bit, like I said, nonchalant. Don't overinvest. Don't overindulge in showing interest in her. Is what I'm trying to say. Just control yourself a little bit. All right. So then now, let's say you're on a date, 45 minutes into it, an hour into the date, right? That's stretching it too. We'd want to go a little bit shorter, but if you all are clicking, you guys are vibing, then 45 minutes to an hour is pretty good. All right. You want to cut that date short. You want to be the one cutting the date short. If you really like her, right? About an hour into the date, you went out for smoothies, you're at an acai bowl place sitting down, maybe you went for a walk, right? Now you want to cut this thing, right? You got to let her know, I got to be honest, I'm liking our vibe, I'm enjoying hanging out with you, but I got to get up early in the morning, I'll text you. Why don't I text you in the morning, or text you later tonight or something like that, right? So you want to end it off on that note, right? And then obviously, you give her a hug, give her a kiss, and again, more in a confident, masculine way, right? There's a way to do this, like you're grabbing her, you're giving her a kiss on the cheek, and you're telling her, I'll call you, I'll text you, right? Now, when you go home that night, you do want to text her, shoot her a text, say, I really like meeting, getting together with you. Let's do it again sometime, right? And then you're going to wait a couple days, right? But you do want to shoot a text to her that night, right? Just a quick one-liner. You don't want to, again, you don't want to overinvest. You don't want to be way too emotionally expressive about it, right? You just want to shoot a little text. Oh, I really, again, you look really cute in that dress. I'll give you a call. Let's get together soon. Let's get together again soon, right? Something along those lines works perfectly fine. All right. All right. So now, when you're on a first date, just keep all these things in mind. All right. This is all stuff that will help you succeed with women in general, right? It helps you build character with women, right? Because again, you want to be the prize. I help you guys with a mindset shift. All right. I don't just do pickup coaching and, online dating profile revamps. All right. I help you guys completely turn around your mindset when it comes to women. All right. Again, she's not the prize. You are the prize. You are the selector, right? She needs to feel as though she needs to earn your approval. That's where the chase is. You're not chasing her. She's chasing you. All right. So if you want to take this to the next level and you want to master inner game, right, true inner game, check out my link below, DaisyDatingCoach.com. All right, book that free call with me. Again, this is all stuff that once you repetitively do it, right, going on first dates and behaving this way around women, being a little bit smug, right, being kind of like I'm the prize, I'm the hot shit girl, right? If you start behaving like that a little bit around females on first dates, you'll be surprised how your whole dating life will change. All right. So again, reach out to me. I'm the coach for you. Ethnic guys, white guys, black guys, Spanish guys, Indian guys, Arab guys, whatever you may be. I got you. Desi Dating Coach.